Grandpa's 14 Games. My parents went to fight the virus. Both of my parents are doctors. We'll be back as soon as we can, said Mom as she hugged me goodbye. Grandpa and I were at home on our own. Let's pretend, said Grandpa, that you are a doctor. I rushed to put on Mom's white jacket and get out my stethoscope. A good doctor always warms the stethoscope first, said Grandpa, so it's not too cold for the patient. I warmed the stethoscope quickly and listened to Grandpa's chest. At bedtime, I missed Mom. My nose started tingling and my eyes felt wet. Can you guess what your Mom and Dad are doing now? Asked Grandpa. They're fighting the virus. Dad's giving injections and Mom's handing out pills, I said. That's right, said Grandpa. Medical workers across the country are bravely fighting the virus, just like your Mom and Dad. Tomorrow, you can be an artist and paint a picture of them. On the second day, I wore Mom's patterned sweater, some glasses, and a sun hat. That's the spirit, said Grandpa. You look just like a real artist. I found a big piece of paper and started to concentrate on my painting. At bedtime, I asked Grandpa, "When will Mom and Dad come back?" "Soon," said Grandpa, "as soon as they've beaten the virus." I could feel my lips quivering. "It's okay to be sad," said Grandpa. "Tomorrow, you can be a scientist. Scientists all over the world are searching for a cure to beat the virus." That cheered me up. I tried to imagine being a scientist. On the third day, I took out a fishbowl and a cup. Grandpa split the stem of a white flower. I poured water into both glasses with red food coloring in the cup and blue in the fishbowl. I put 1/2 of the stem in each. A miracle happened. Half the flower turned red and the other half turned blue. It was so exciting. At bedtime, I couldn't wait to ask Grandpa, "What will I be tomorrow?" "What would you like to be?" "A police officer." "What will you be, Grandpa?" "If you're a police officer, I'll be a police officer's grandpa." On the fourth day, I wore a jacket from Dad's closet and grabbed my walkie-talkie. As Grandpa walked toward me, I stopped him and said loudly, "Grandpa, keep your distance." I told Grandpa about the police officers I'd seen on TV. One was scared to go home after work in case he was carrying the virus. Instead, he waved to his son from a distance. Another didn't go home for lunch. Instead, she ate alone at the bottom of the stairs. Grandpa froze when he heard this. Tears rolled down his face. I'd never seen Grandpa cry before. I cried too, because I was thinking about Mom and Dad. At bedtime, I didn't feel lonely anymore. I kept wondering what I would be the next day. On the 5th day, I was a soldier. I delivered medical supplies in my toy helicopter. Mission accomplished. I saluted Grandpa. He stood up straight as a pencil and returned the salute. On the 6th day, the groceries we ordered arrived at our house. It included Grandpa's favorite, rice. I saw through the window that some tents had been put up outside. Grandpa said they were for the police and first responders who were protecting us. That day, I was a first responder. I made my own bedsheet tent in the living room. Grandpa, you can go to sleep, I said. I'll protect you. On the 7th day, I wanted to go and play outside. But Grandpa said, "Let's play on our phones. Today, you can be a reporter." On my soup ladle phone, I interviewed the cherry tree outside and asked when it would blossom. Then Grandpa's phone rang. It was Mom. "How are you, darling?" "Mom, are you coming home soon?" "We'll be back as soon as we've beaten the virus. Be good for Grandpa." Mom had to go and get back to helping people at the hospital. "The cherry tree called you back," said Grandpa. "It said it will blossom when spring comes." On the 8th day, I felt too sad to get up. When Grandpa asked what I'd like to be that day, I said, "A patient in the hospital." "Why?" asked Grandpa. "So that Mom and Dad can come and look after me." Grandpa didn't say anything. He just stroked my hair. "Patients have to be brave too," said Grandpa. "They have to fight to get better." That day, I ate extra rice and vegetables and tried to fight off the sadness. At bedtime, I was calmer. I felt better. Over the next few days, I was a teacher riding a kite, a delivery person with wings, a magician breathing fire. Every day, I had something new to look forward to. One morning, when I got up, Grandpa said, "The 14 days are up, and everything's okay." He put masks on us both and opened the door. I was surprised to see men in yellow protective suits taking down warning tape from all around our building. Grandpa told me why. 14 days ago, they discovered that someone downstairs had the coronavirus, and the entire building had to be isolated. I froze to the spot. Eventually, I asked, "Grandpa, what will I be today?" "Today you're a writer, and your task is to write a story about the last 14 days. You must never forget all the wonderful people who have worked so hard to keep us safe." "Yes, I'll do that," I said firmly. And at that moment, I noticed the tiny pink buds peeping through on the cherry tree, like tiny eyes, like tiny stars.